So we're back here on the Duncan Duo Show, and if you've paid attention to the stock market at all, you know how volatile it's been lately. You've seen some ups and downs and some drops, and anytime that happens, it causes a lot of anxiety for home buyers. They get a little bit more fearful, and it also has some impact on mortgage rates as well. So I wanted to talk to Mike Yates with Atlantic Bay Mortgage. So when you see some of these stock market fluctuations and it spooks people and they get fearful and they're worried about what's going to happen to rates, what are some of the things you tell them about what's going on right now?
It's right now is just such a roller coaster ride. We've kind of been fortunate that rates haven't gone up further than they have. So I tell people that things like this happen all the time. It's just part of the process. There's a lot of fear and uncertainty out there, but it just kind of comes with the landscape. I had someone ask me yesterday if I felt like now was still a good time to buy or if they should wait for a year. I told them that, in my opinion, now is always the right time to buy, no matter when that question gets asked, because especially in our market where rates are going up, and also with the appreciation of the homes, that same $200,000 home may not be affordable to you a year from now, for example. So the market volatility is something that we always deal with, but the train keeps rolling.
And I think I think more than anything, obviously rates can fluctuate, and then people just have to time when they lock the rate,
Right.
But the reality is it's probably more of an emotional thing where people see that and then they think, oh no, here goes the economy, it's about to crash. And I think you have to understand the stock market is not the economy. Economy is GDP, employment, so many other factors come into play. The stock market is going to fluctuate. Unless you have a lot of money in the stock market, it really shouldn't impact your desire to buy a home. And I think it goes to people separating buying their home versus investing. Because when you're buying your home, you really shouldn't view it as an investment. You should view it as your home. You're getting use out of it. If you're buying a rental or an investment home, yeah, that's an investment. But the house that you're buying to live in, you shouldn't look at it as an investment. You should look at it as a cost and your house. You live there. You get use out of it. So the investment aspect of buying your own home should be a relatively small impact on the decision-making process.
Yeah, I agree. People have asked me, especially when I bought my house, it was, well, that's not a good investment. You're not going to make any money off of it. But I didn't look at it that way. I looked at it as a place to live and
right,
enjoy
a place
myself.
to live, and you're going to spend that money on rent. So why not
Right.
get your own home
It's
and get
mine.
the tax benefits and do with it what you want? And while people might say that most people, if they buy for a long enough period of time, you'll still do well. You get all the financial benefits, the tax benefits, but more than anything, that should be the gravy.
Right, and things like that, especially with a home, we never know what the housing market is going to do.
Sure.
You could think you're making this phenomenal investment, but if the housing market collapses again in 3 years, there goes your investment
Right.
anyway. So if you're looking at a home strictly to live in as an investment, you might be looking at it the wrong way.
Yeah, and you mentioned if the market crashes in 3 years, and that brings up a topic. Stay tuned, because we're going to talk about that in our next segment, about some things that are starting to show potential signs for maybe some correction type things, and then some argument that probably not the case. So, but